Good day, folks, and welcome to review number 47. Today we have kind of an odd melding of two of my toy collecting hobbies in Transformers and posable action figures. It's a look at the Gutto Kuru Minerva. Starting off looking at the packaging, the packaging is fairly plain. There's a large clear window displaying the figure and some of the accessories, as well as the G1 grid pattern here on the front as well. I do have to laugh though. The name is spelled Minerva, which you have to kind of laugh about how a Romanized name got converted to Japanese and then re-Romanized and was re-Romanized incorrectly. But oh well, that's language for you. The back of the packaging features some photography of the figure in some of the various setups up here. There's also a set of tech specs here in the middle, and as well as instructions here on the back for disassembling and reassembling the figure with the different accessories installed. The sides of the packaging feature some very nice large photography of the figure in some various poses here. So here we have Minerva herself, and first thing I noticed about this figure was just how much larger she is than I was expecting. I'm used to a lot of 6-inch 1/12 scale figures, and she's a little bit bigger than that, so I was expecting something similar. As for the figure itself, articulation-wise, there is a articulated neck here, but it is restricted because of the way the hair comes down in the back. There's very little head movement you can get out of it. You've got a ball-jointed shoulder, which is a little different. You have to kind of pull the joint out to get it to work. You have a single-jointed elbow here, although it does pivot. Then you have kind of a multi-jointed wrist here. You've got your typical hip movement there. You do have a double-jointed knee. You have some limited ankle tilt here, as well as movement fore and aft. You've got a toe joint there, as well as the waist and chest joints there. So it's not quite as good of articulation as, say, like a Figuarts figure, but it's still not too bad. Now, as I said, Minerva is a little bit bigger than most figures I own, and just to give you a size comparison, here is a Figuarts figure. This is Kamen Rider Double, and you can see there is quite a bit of difference in size here. So if you're looking at adding this to your collection and wanting to make her fit with something else, you may want to check to make sure the size is going to match first. As with most figures of this type, Minerva does come with a number of accessories. First off, you have a couple different face styles that you can swap out. You have Minerva's helmet. You've got a number of different hand options here, as well as a display stand. Of course, with any figure where you can remove the face, there has to be a way to take the head apart, and like with most figures, you take this front hair piece off, and then you can pull the face out, and you can also, because this hair piece is swappable, take it off as well, which does expose all of the neck joint here, which shows that there is quite a bit of posability here in this neck joint, but it's just all restricted by the way this ponytail fits in here. But as if you do want a little bit more articulation in there, you can pop the backpack piece off and give her a little bit better posability, although she won't have her headmaster gimmick then. Speaking of Minerva's backpack, of course, if you're at all familiar with Minerva, you know that she was a Headmaster Junior. And of course her backpack turns into the robot face. It's kind of a neat feature, although there's not a real purpose for it unless they were making a large Minerva body, but that thing would have to be pretty freaking huge. Not that I would mind, but it is kind of a neat feature. The Gutto Kuru Minerva isn't the best detailed or most articulated figure in my collection. In fact, far from it. The thing is, she's the only articulated human figure from a Transformers series in my collection, and for that reason I can respect her. This is a very targeted audience they are catering to, and it has made a lot of fans very happy. I probably won't be picking up any other figure in this line, as I really don't have any deep ties to Transformers Victory. But I hope the people out there who have wanted human figures take advantage now, as I doubt we'll see this opportunity again soon after it's gone.